Hi Cancers, welcome to your November 2017 readings. We got a bit of a different scenery here. If you hear like jingling or anything like that, or a little tapping, it's my dog walking around in the back there. He's a shorty short Jack Russell. Those dogs are quite entertaining. Tough little dogs. So hopefully everybody's doing well. In these readings, I read energies. The cards are tools for me to harness in on a vibration. So I'm going to be trying to cover your home, work, and relationships. Relationships come in all forms. They come in the form of partnerships, which means it could be family members, coworkers, siblings, grandparents. So keep that in mind. It is a general reading. If you hear chirping, it's the bird. Got a tropical bird as well. You normally don't hear that stuff because normally I do it in my room where it's a little more quieter. But I needed a little bit of a change of scenery. So, and usually when he chirps, which is quite weird, there's something important. So if you hear him chirping, I would pay attention to that. Usually chirps before a message is coming for some reason. It's quite strange. Before I get a phone call or if I have a hunch that something's wrong, he usually starts chirping. It took me a while to pick up on that, and it sounds weird, but I do have Aquarius in me, so I am weird. So I'm just waiting for the energies to get interrupted. I'm going to keep going because it didn't fall. I hesitate. There we go. That's where we start. Okay. So the first card you have is the Two of Wands. I actually said that card right. I normally mess them about. The next card we have is the Four of Wands. We have Temperance. We have the Nine of Swords. We have the Empress. We have the Knave of Pentacles, so the Page of Pentacles. We have the Two of Swords. Oh, Cancers. We have the Five of Pentacles. And we have the Four of Swords. Okay, well, okay, Cancers, for some of you guys, I feel like, all right, in your relationship sector, that comes in all forms, you need to trust your instincts, all right? I feel like you guys are becoming overwhelmed in a category. It's going to be different for all of you. For some of you, it'll be a romantic relationship. Others, it'll be family members. But there seems to be a burden. Okay, for some of you Cancers, you've already made a decision, and now you're like doubting this decision. You're going back and you're replaying it. Did I make the right decision? Or it's like, okay, you found out something, and now you're like being hard on yourself, Cancer. Harder on yourself than you need to be, okay? You don't have to, okay, you made the right decision. It's almost like you're replaying things like, what I'm hearing is like, how did I not catch it? How did I not see it? Okay, well, because you cared, Cancer, that's why, all right? You care a lot. Like, you can't feel guilty or bad about doing that, and you should never feel guilty and bad about doing that. Whomever, okay, I feel like somebody might have, I don't have the betrayal card here, okay, but I do feel like you bared yourself to somebody and then they took advantage of it, Okay, well, in that manner, that's a reflection of them, not you. That doesn't mean that you change who you are based on somebody else. Okay, they seen something in you that they wanted and that they weren't, and they tried to take it from you. Okay, so if you allow this person, whomever this is, to do that to you, okay, like to put you into this negative mindset, okay, you're allowing them to take that beauty that you had in you and actually get away with what they wanted to do, which was take something from you. Okay, and I'm feeling like it's based on who you are. Okay, like, so don't shut down and hide that part of yourself due to this person's behavior, because that you're just going to give them what they wanted, okay, and what they set out to do. Okay, and I apologize that this person took advantage of you. I do feel like somebody took advantage of you. Okay, in other cases, this is talking about you want to establish a foundation, or okay, for some of you, it's like you're seeing others gain, and then like you want to be at that state. Okay, with temperance here, okay, temperance is Sagittarius. Got a hair there, sorry. I'm shedding. I'm Portuguese. Okay, Portuguese people are like chia pets, man. Oh, it's hilarious. It's true. That's what makes it hilarious. Okay, temperance. All right. What a lot of people don't know about Sagittarians is that Sagittarians make sacrifices. Okay, the Sagittarians are well aware of short-term sacrifices for long-term gain. All right, at least the ones that are operating at a high vibration. And the bird just went off there. At least the ones that operate at a high vibration, not a low vibration. And you can see in the card, he has blood coming out of his hands, right? And sacrifice comes with, okay, it's almost like that saying glory. If you want glory, well, there's no glory without pain and sacrifice, all right? You got to put blood, sweat, and tears into it. I'm just going to press pause. Okay, I'm back. By making sacrifices, okay, also with the Sagittarian is a Sagittarian doesn't care what other people, how they perceive them. You know what I mean? Okay, if you want to reach, I feel like you have somebody that's reached something and you want it. It's like, okay, you need to realize that this person achieved that because of the sacrifices that they've made. There's this sense here of, okay, they didn't take shortcuts, okay, because they put blood into it. All right, there's got to be pain to get glory. All right, if you try to avoid pain and sacrificing, you won't reach that goal. It's prioritizing, though, that needs to happen, and structure that needs to happen. A lot of people think that Sagittarians aren't structured. They are very structured. It just doesn't seem like that to the outside world because they don't care about how other people perceive them. So when they're doing things, people don't understand why they're doing it, but they're making the sacrifice. That's why they're doing it. You know what I mean? Where, okay, you want a foundation, and you have to make the structure for it. There also may be somebody here, okay, that's having a child, and you may have to help this person a little bit. You're feeling quite burdened here. Okay, for some of you guys, this is like you feel trapped. And it's almost a sense of like, okay, this person took advantage of you guys. All right, they tried to claim you. It's like they treated you as an object, and nobody has the right to treat you as an object, okay? Okay, it's like what you want, you really need to direct. You really need to direct your thoughts, your mind, and your focus towards what it actually is that you want. You can't just be thinking about what you want. You have to aim first and then shoot for what you want. Okay, and with the Sagittarian, because this is the Five of Pentacles, you see the arrows going out? He's got a bow and arrow. He's shooting up. He's looking up. Okay, so that like you got to look out for your goal. Okay, and then you got to make the necessary sacrifices to get to that goal. Okay, you can't take shortcuts. You can't look for the easy way out. All right, just know any short-term sacrifices that you make are for a long-term gain. Okay, so you can't look at it as a negative if you're downsizing your apartment or if you've gotten a job that's making less money, because a year, 2 years down the road, you'll end up making more money. Like you'll get a promotion or you'll get a raise. Okay, but the job is probably better for you than the last job that you were at. I feel like for some of you guys, work-wise, you are feeling trapped in that job. You need to expand yourself. Okay, what can happen with cancers is the bird's going up. What can happen with cancers is you get comfortable, and then you don't want to get out of that comfort zone, because it's almost like, what else is like, it can kind of be scary to you. Okay, but if you have fear, you need to go directly towards that fear. That fear is there for a reason. That fear is like I don't want to say a goal, but that fear it's a temporary obstacle. Once you pass that fear, you'll understand that you are more stronger and more courageous than you actually realize. You know what I mean? You'll look back and you'll be like, oh my goodness, I actually did it. You know what I mean? Like, and because you made these sacrifices, you did it in the correct manner, you're going to see actual rewards for it. Okay, at work, I kind of feel like, you know what? You could have some people. Okay, well, cancers, you guys are. You have a stable foundation. Not all of you need to leave your job. Some of you just need to see things from a different perspective. Okay, watch the chit chat and talking. Okay, because some people might want to pull you into the drama. You might be you might have potential to move forward, and these people notice it. So what they're going to try to do is pull you back in. All right, some of you guys, I'm not going to lie, you may have enemies. Okay, so how do you know you have enemies? They'll try to screw with your mind. They're going to try to trap you. They're going to try to trick you. Okay, so it's like, okay, they'll cause an illusion for you, right? These will be the, like, say if you're online, these are the trolls. All right, these are the people that will come and they'll leave negative comments, or they'll subscribe and then unsubscribe, subscribe and then unsubscribe, because they're screwing with your mind. All right, like, I'm giving you a scenario here. That's what they're doing. They're trying to intimidate you. You have some sort of intimidation factor here. They can't do that to you. Okay, at work, so it's almost like they're going to give you some people might give you their duties, and you need to, and you're going to take them on. It kind of seems like you're taking on other people's burdens here, right? But I'm kind of concerned that you may have people that they're trying to trap you somehow. Okay, and they're trying to do this with your mind. I'm seeing that. So you need to step back and you need to perceive things in a different manner. You need to understand, okay, these people see you as a threat. That's why they're doing it. Don't start thinking bad about yourself and getting all caught up in your emotions. All right, trust your feelings, you guys. So I'm gonna have a sip of coffee. There's a cancer out there. When I did the video for cancers, and I quit coffee, I'm so proud of myself. Oh my goodness, cancers! I couldn't function. Honestly, I couldn't function. And then, of course, it took a cancer to be like, 1 cup of coffee a day, or I was like, well, cancers understand feelings really well. So she knew what I was going through. And that's words of wisdom right there, because that saved me. So thank you very much. It's a Minions cup. 1 cup a day. Everything in moderation. At least that's what I'm telling myself. Really saved me though. Really saved me. I'm just gonna press pause and give him a treat. Okay, for you at work, don't worry about what other people are doing. Okay, just stay focused on yourself. Don't let them get into your emotions. Okay, they're going to get into your mind, and then that's going to affect your emotions. So when your emotions are off balance, just know that mentally, you don't have the proper clarity. You're not seeing things in the right perspective. Oh my goodness, he's quite chirpy. He's not normally that chirpy. Okay, in your relationships, you have a choice, a decision. It seems like. Okay, so you have decisions with families, even. This is family members. I feel like you have a celebration of birth coming on here. Somebody might give birth to a child this month. And you're gonna be a typical Cancer and be all emotionally supportive, probably go over and help them. I feel like this person who's having a child is panicking a little bit about it. Like it may be their first child and you may have more experience. And I feel like this person feels like they're going to okay, in some cases, a very small percentage, this person might go through what is it called, postpartum depression. They might feel so. Just keep an eye out for that, Cancer. They might feel trapped when they have the child, so you want to keep an eye on that. Okay, motherhood and mother is important somehow for you guys. I'm not sure how it's panning out. Some of you guys might be, hitting a specific age and you're concerned about, okay, having children. And you know what? This is 2017. You don't need to be concerned about that. You have other options. And if you're a woman, you don't have to have kids the way society has told you have to have them in a okay, there's conditioning. Okay, like if they've told you need to be married and you need to have children at a certain age, no, you can be wise, you can educate yourself, you can get a stable foundation first, so you don't have to worry about creating that when you have the children, and you give your children a better life. Some of you might want to look into being in a job. Okay, well, if you have children, okay, you need to make situations work for you. If you're concerned about, I think some of you guys, this could be coming, each of you will be different, so take what resonates with you, right? For some of you guys, your children, you want to spend more time with them. So therefore, okay, well, you got to make the circumstance work for you. Perhaps maybe you need to make a daycare center where you work at home, so that way you have the ability to tend to your children and spend time with them, but at the same time, you have the ability to make money at home and manufacture your own business. You know what I mean? For others of you Cancers, okay, you don't need to worry about work. You really don't. The only thing you need to be concerned about is being drawn into other people's drama or allowing them to change your perception of yourself. Okay, don't allow them to okay, if you have enemies, well then that means you're doing things right. If you don't have enemies, then that means you're people pleasing. Okay? So just know when there's bad, there's good. Okay? And when there's good, there's bad. There's always it's okay, there's negative and positive and positive and negative. Right? Like it's your perception here that needs to change. Okay, so if you're out of a negative, toxic relationship, you need to see that as a positive, not a negative. That was holding you back, that was preventing you from being happy, and the world has billions of people in it. You have billions of options. Life is full of nothing but opportunity. Now you get to pick what you want. You don't have to settle. Okay, don't ever settle just because you feel like society is pressuring you into this specific direction. I'm getting, because I'm seeing one of those arrows that are like on the road. Mm. Some of you could have dealt with a narcissist and they really mentally screwed with your mind. You got to put yourself first here, Cancer. I'm going to sneeze 1 second. Oh, bless me. Sorry, now I got to press pause to get a Kleenex. Sorry, you guys. All right, all sorts of interruptions in your videos. You know what? And this happens quite often in Cancer's videos. I lit my hair on fire once. In a Cancer video, no lie, I really did. Oh my goodness, I'm not sure why. It's only in Cancer's videos stuff like this happens. I got 4 planets that sit in Cancer, so I'm not sure if that means that you guys got a lot of interruptions happening. Okay, so just know when life gets harder, it means that you leveled up. Okay, don't look at that as a negative. Look at it as a positive. All right, that means that there's forces at play that are trying to keep you back from moving forward. And those obstacles are just nothing more than a need to. It's kind of like the devil trying to hold you back. All right, you can't let that hold you back. You need to push past it. You need to get past your fears. Okay, what we have at home, it seems like at home you're making a lot of sacrifices for your children, for those of you with children. Some of you might be moving or considering moving. One of your children could get sick, okay? So maybe for prevention, because the seasons are changing, ensure that they dress properly. They have more, you're giving them their Fred Flintstone vitamins. I used to love those things when I was a kid. My mom had to stop buying them because me and my brother would eat them like candy. So you might want to put those in a place where they can't get them. You do need some downtime, Cancers, okay? You really need to think about things and plan things out here, okay? So if you're going to move, it's not talking about just quickly picking up and leaving. For some of you Cancers, it's the environment you're in is stunting your growth. This doesn't mean that your job is what you need to change. It might be your home and like your friendship circle. And I think we went over this before, that Cancers can have a really hard time doing that because you are ruled by the moon. You're the mother, and mothers love unconditionally, okay? But you need to put that unconditional love into yourself, okay? So you're making all these sacrifices for everybody else, but it's coming at a cost of yourself. And you need to make those sacrifices for yourself for the cost of the others. You know what I mean? The more energy you put into yourself, the more rewarding it is to be for the people around you. They're going to benefit in the long term. I do feel like you might have to change where you are, like your house, where you're living, or changing the energy flow in your house, moving things around. So you might want to look into feng shui. Okay, so what I am getting for your relationship sector, and it's what not to do. I pulled out the 7 of Pentacles, okay? And if you look at this guy's looking at like the seeds he planted. So again, it's like you're replaying things over and over again in your mind, and you don't need to do that, okay? Every mistake you made is not actually a mistake. It was a lesson for you to learn. It was knowledge and wisdom you gained, and it's going to benefit you in the long term. Sure, in the short term, you might not have seen the gratification from it, but long-term wise, you will see the gratification from it. You will find the right partner. You will find the right friends. You will find the right co-workers to talk to. I don't want you to allow outside influences to sway you. You really need to meditate and focus on what it is that you want. Okay, and at work, what it's saying not to do is the 6 of Wands. Okay, so again, it's not taking quick action. All right, if you hear rumors, it's saying that, okay, take that with a grain of salt. Don't take that to heart. Okay, it's also saying don't start rumors or take like don't quickly switch jobs either. You got to contemplate things. Okay, you got to see things clearly. It's talking about not being gung-ho. Slow down, ponder things, okay? Understand your emotions, because if your emotions are off, that means mentally you're off. And you're Cancer, so you won't pick up on the mental part of it. You'll pick up on the emotional part, and you'll like analyze those emotions to death, and you'll keep replaying it over and over again, which will cause you to feel it over and over again. Okay? You need to try to switch that up and then go to the mental part of it. Okay, you want to find the core issue. So if your emotions are off balance, okay, you need to go to the core. The core was your mental stability got off balance before your emotions got imbalanced. So you need to figure out what mentally got you to start getting emotionally off balance, because that's the problem. You understand what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. Gemini, my communication skills aren't as good as a Gemini. I do have a Gemini MC. Not sure it really does much for me. Where at home you need to rest. You need to contemplate things. Don't move too quickly. Understand that every action has a reaction. Okay, and don't react to other people. Take what other people say with a grain of salt. Okay, understand what you see and what you hear. You need to combine the two of them, not just one of them. Okay, a lot of people are like, oh, I only believe what I see, and then some people are like, oh, I believe what I hear. Okay, well, you need to combine two of them. If they both aren't lining up, then you know something's off, and you can find the actual problem. Okay, you want solutions, not problems. Okay, and then it's saying at home we have the Four of Cups. It's finances you seem to be concerned about at home. Okay, well, there's things you can do. There's things you can do at home to save money. Okay, so a lot of people waste people waste money on food, right? And you have leftovers and you end up throwing them out because you don't eat them. Well, a lot of people don't realize that you can freeze those leftovers and turn it into your own TV dinner. You don't have to buy TV dinners. You can make your own. You just freeze whatever leftovers you have, and then you have a pre-cooked meal for the days that you don't want them. Okay. And there's also many ways that you can turn leftovers into like one meal. You can create like 6 or 7 other meals out of it, where you got to be resourceful. You got to make cutbacks. Don't start emotionally spending here. You do need mental clarity, you guys. Don't get stuck in your emotions or your mental thoughts. You need to be future forward oriented. Okay? You're looking for solutions, not problems. If you sit there and you ponder everything, all the problems, and replay it, okay, then you're just going to create more problems for yourself. When you think about that problem, you want a solution. So you want to know, what steps can I do to improve this, right? That's kind of like the energy I'm getting here. Write things out if you have to. It's like planning, all right? Structuring your time is really going to help you. All right, guys, hopefully that helped you out. I apologize for the bird. I'm probably going to go back in my room to do these videos. he's uh he's quite what's the word, rowdy today for some reason. I'm not sure why. He's a sensitive little bird. Okay, you guys, namaste. Hopefully that helped you out, and I will talk to you in the mid-months. Ciao for now.